Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAB, Professor Olushola Bamidele Oyewole. Professor Oyewole, welcome to Sunday Morning Love on FM.
Thank you very much.
Professor Oyewole, who is now in the house, will tell us the roles of universities of agriculture in attaining food security in Nigeria. And our number remains 08034379453. 08034379453. But before we start, Professor Oyewole, tell us, how did you get to FUNAB?
Good morning, listeners. Before introducing myself and telling you how I got to FUNAB, I firstly want to give glory to God because today is Sunday and without Him we are nothing. So it's to the glory of God that I'm here this morning. As had earlier been said, I'm Olushola Oyewole, Professor of Science and Technology and current Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. I started my university career as an assistant lecturer at the then College of Science and Technology, University of Lagos, Abeokuta campus, Coastal, in May 1985, and I grew along the academic line to become a professor in October 2001. I'd served as the head of Food Science and Technology Department for about 7 years, from 1992 to 1999. I've also been privileged by the grace of God to be the director of 2 centers of the university. I was the director of the Center of Equipment Maintenance for about a year and a half, and I followed that by becoming the director of a center called RESDEC, Research and Development Center of the university. During my tenure, our university won the first place position in the National University Research and Development Fair. And between 2006 and 2010, I had the privilege of working outside this university. I was at the Association of African Universities in Accra, Ghana, where I served as a project officer for quality assurance. I also managed the World Bank project on quality assurance for all universities in Africa. I also coordinated another international program at Accra for ensuring the contribution of university to development. This project is called Mobilizing Regional Capacity Initiatives for Africa. Following my stay at Accra, I went over to the African Union Commission in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where I served in the Human Resources Department as the senior expert in charge of higher education. And in that position, I coordinated the One Year Scholarship Scheme and the African Rating Mechanism for the whole of universities in Africa. And following that, I returned to Nigeria, back to my university, a great university, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, and I became the Vice Chancellor just about 10 months ago.
So all the while you have been at University, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta.
This is my 28 years, really.
So to speak.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can tell me, you can ask me about the university, and I'm telling you.
Let me first of all tell you, welcome back home.
Thank you very much.
Now tell us, what have you seen in FUNAB since you left and when you came back?
Oh, great. It's a university that started with a great vision. It's a university that had a great foundation in our first Vice Chancellor. It's a university where that tradition of excellence laid down by the Vice Chancellor had been maintained over the years by subsequent Vice Chancellors of the university. I will tell you, what you see in FUNAB today is the culmination of Vice Chancellor of the university taking over from each other, keeping up that initial legacy. And indeed, our university is the fact that the foundation of a place is very important. We've got a great foundation.
We thank God for that, Prof. Professor, thank you very much and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
We want to talk about food security in this country. You have talked about all where you have worked, and I was very happy when you were saying it. Now tell me, what have you, somebody will now ask you, you have failed this nation. If you have gone to all these areas and you have come back to this country, and there are other universities like you, and yet you still have food problems in this country.
I need to note that when the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, was established in 1988, we were given a tripodal mandate for teaching, for research, for extension. Indeed, when we were established, we were supposed to operate as a land-grant university with an active town and ground relationship. And one of our major functions is to train people for local for national and for global challenges in the area of agriculture. If I look over these years and you talk of our teaching, I believe that our university, the Federal University of Agriculture, we've been very involved in capacity building in the field of agriculture. We've been very active in agricultural research, and we've impacted our community, our local farmers. By the time I tell you of the special activities and programs that we have in this university, you'll be amazed at how much our university had made the mandate that was committed to us by the people of this great nation.
Okay. 08034379453. 08034379453. That is our number on Sunday morning 91 FM. It is now your turn. Call us and ask the professor the question that has been agitating your mind over the years.
I love Nigeria.
Morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Mr. Okodwa.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, our guest today, Professor Oyewole.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today, sir?
Great.
I am Mr. Oyewole, calling from Oyewole local government, Itori to be precise. Today's issue is a very good one because it focuses attention on agriculture. As we all know, sir, agriculture has been the mainstay and pillar of our economy before the independence and before the discovery of crude oil in Nigeria. Timber, coffee, cocoa, and cola nuts used to be the source of revenue for Nigeria. But like I said earlier, the advent of crude oil has rolled them into extinction. Hence, Nigeria has now become a mono-economy nation. Our state of economy is now comatose. Thereby, it needs an oxygen therapy to bring it back to life. So somebody like Professor Oyewole, I think, can find solution to this oxygen therapy that will bring agriculture back to life in Nigeria. At this juncture, sir, you will permit me to go back to my primary school days when our teachers taught us a song in support of farming. It goes thus. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jáde. Ìwé kíkọ́ láyé sí ọkọ́ àti àdá. I am happy Professor Oyewole is also a Yoruba man.
Yes, sir.
And, in view of this, sir, we need to make agriculture more attractive for our young graduates. We are training them now. They are roaming about the streets, looking for the job that is not there. So let us make agriculture attractive for our young graduates by providing them with the wherewithal, the modern farm implements, and so on and so forth. They could even be settled somewhere in form of farm settlement, and government should provide them with a good wherewithal, with good houses, and with all the social amenities, instead of going about searching for the job that are not there. Sir, the jumbo and overbloated allowances that have been given to our politicians should be diverted into agriculture. I'm sorry to say, it is a pity that we use our resources in this country to service our politicians. Let us make agriculture attractive in this country. If we do this, it will reduce the rate of terrorism we are experiencing these days, because an idle mind or hand will surely be devil's workshop. Secondly, sir, as an expert in the area of agriculture, if agriculture will be the El Dorado to the idea of revamping our economy, as an expert, Professor Oyewole, how do we go about this technologically? And another question. Recently, the federal government said
I want to thank you, Mr. Jaitu, for calling us this morning on this program.
Mr. Jai, I really appreciate your concern for this nation and your interest in agriculture. Just some few days ago, I was at the swearing in the inauguration of the new council for the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. And in my welcome speech to them, I titled the speech, "Welcome to the Future of Nigeria." I tell you, despite all that is happening today, agriculture is still the future of our country. We need to reorientate our people that easy money that many people are making today is not the future of this country. There's a need for a total change of our attitude as a people and as a nation. There is an important need for us to challenge our young people on the need to be committed to agriculture. I will just tell you what our university, the Federal University of Agriculture, is doing now to ensure that this is done for our future. Apart from being a university that is committed to knowledge generation, I tell you that we are in a world knowledge economy today where the strength of a nation is not in the natural resources that you possess, it's not in the oil that you have, but in the knowledge that you have, that your people possess, and what you do with that knowledge. Therefore, we are committed to training the future agriculturists of this nation. And I tell you, in order to ensure that our young people are committed to agriculture, we have a unique program in our university, the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. We call it Community-Based Farming Scheme. And what we do in this scheme is that in 4 different locations in Ogun State, we've been able to secure at least 50 hectares of land. And in those locations, we've stationed our students between 100 to 200 in each of these villages. Our intention is that we are not just training graduates of agriculture who are far away from the rural communities. Through this program, our students, the future farmers of this nation, are made to stay in these villages for between 6 to 10 months, during which period they are used to the rural environment, and indeed they help to impact the local farmers on modern techniques of agriculture. This is one of the unique schemes, one of the contributions of our university to ensuring that the future of this country is sustained through agriculture. Beyond that, we have some other programs. We have a program that we call the Graduate Farming Employment Scheme. We recognize that one of the early problems that a young agricultural graduate will face is that of funding to start an agricultural-based business. And what we do in our university, though we are not a bank, is that we give our own graduates small funds. I will not tell you the amount, small funds to start farming. And the only collateral we demand of them is the original copy of their certificate. Through this, we are allowing our graduates to leave the university and go back to agriculture. I tell you, we pride our university in that our graduates do not just leave our university with the certificates alone. We pride ourselves in the fact that they have some skills that they possess to face any challenge in life we are producing for the world. There are other things that we do in our university. For example, part of our mandate is for research into agricultural issues. We do a lot of research, and we are a university that moves our research away from the laboratory. We have an industrial park unit where we process our food and ensure that what we do in the laboratory is put on ground for people to come and see. I will tell you, in our university, we are not just staying in our university campus. We move to villages. We have an important arm of our university, the Agricultural Media Resource Center, where we train local farmers, we interact with local farmers, we go to the farmers in the villages and we discuss with them. We want to touch on one important question that you raised, and this is about the issue of the cell phone. I will not really talk about the cell phone, but to tell you that very, very soon, our university will have a radio station focused on agriculture. We call it FUNAB Radio. And our intention is that on a regular basis, almost on a daily basis, we'll be able to communicate with the local farmers through FUNAB Radio about developments in agriculture. We want to impact our community. We want to make a difference in this nation, and we started already as a university.
Honorable Ajayi, thank you very much for calling us on this program this morning. 080-34379453. That is our number on Sunday morning on FM. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Oyewole.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, sir.
God bless you.
Amen.
Yes, this is what they were pushing.
So baladun. Thank you very much, sir.
And supply modern agricultural implements to do the job.
Thank you very much, Elder Oyewole. Do you really need peasant farmers now?
I want to thank Elder Oyewole for your suggestion that the university should look for ways of collaborating with banks. I will tell you, we are doing that. We are currently speaking with the Bank of Industries on what this bank can do to empower our young graduates financially for them to be able to start farm-based businesses. We are not just dealing with banks, we are also talking with large-scale farmers in the country. We noticed that one of the challenges of our time is that the young graduate that will survive tomorrow will not be the one that will practice the small-scale farming that our fathers are used to. Therefore, we are encouraging commercial farming activities. And what we are doing right now in our university is to collaborate with some large-scale commercial companies in agriculture for them to come into our university, use part of our land, and then employ our students on our university farm. We recognize the importance of preparing for the future. We cannot practice agriculture with the type of technology, with the type of orientation of the past. There's a need for a change. I will tell you, our university is open to discuss and collaborate with any large-scale agriculture-based business and the banks too, for whatever they can do to help the future of our country. It is a pity that labor is no longer available because many of our young people prefer to ride bikes today. But I tell you, we as a university and the government of this country, we need to intentionally reorientate our young people. There's a need to expose them to short-term seminars, short-term trainings in areas of agriculture, which can help us to revive their interest in agriculture. As a university, we are not just restricted to this country, Nigeria. Our university is providing exactly this type of service to some other countries outside this country. For example, we have collaborations with Liberia, with Sierra Leone, with Gambia, where their young people can come into our university for a short period between 3 to 6 months, where we expose them to special areas of agriculture for them to go back to their country. Exactly what we are doing for other countries, our university is available to offer the same services to the people of this country.
Thank you very much, Prof. 08034379453. Our number on Sunday Monday FM.
Good morning. Private Sholashitu is my name. It may interest our guests to know that I'm calling from Oyewole, the most popular local government in Ogun State for now.
I thought you would not say that.
No, I will never do that because I have passion for this town, seriously.
Because I would have caught you if you didn't say that.
Okay, thank you very much for allowing me. Good morning, sir. You are welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
I really want to thank you and the management of Radio Service in Ogun State for being our searchlight on agriculture and how we can redeem the lost glory. Now, I want to put it to you that in fact we have lost the glory of agriculture in the entire Africa. And we are now trying to race back to how we can get it back. Now, before now, in Ogun State,
Primate, thank you so much for coming us this morning, son.
Primate Shola Shitu is definitely we share the same first name. I'm also Odushola, and it's nice listening to you. I noticed that you said we've lost the glory. We've lost the glory of agriculture
In the entire Africa.
in the entire Africa. It's unfortunate, but I tell you, I will want us to be optimistic. I believe in this country. I believe that this country still has hope. I believe that we can still regain our lost glory, and it's part of the effort to regain our lost glory in agriculture. That is the reason why our university, the Federal University of Agriculture, has been set up. One of our mandates is to ensure that we replace the aging farmers that we have in this country and in many parts of Africa, and that's why our university is committed to helping young people to show interest in agriculture. I made mention of a unit of my university, the Actual Media Resource Center, AMREC. One of the things that we do in this center is to go to some villages and educate the farmers on activities, modern technologies for agriculture. Indeed, we do some pre-season training program for them in our university. We do not just stop there alone. We have special programs in our university targeted at teachers in secondary school teaching agriculture. We feel that one of the ways by which we can do this is to catch them young. So we go to secondary schools, we empower the teachers so that they can imbibe the interest of this young one in agriculture from the secondary school. We even organize special programs where we bring in secondary school students into our university to be able to imbibe their interest in the field of agriculture. You were asking about the current things that we are doing. I need to let you know that our university is interested, we are involved in various aspects of agriculture. We are interested in seed processing. We have activities for seed processing, aquaculture, and fish processing. We are into plantation development. You'll be surprised that our university is currently sitting on a landmass of over 10,000 hectares, and we have plantations for cocoa, plantain, even kola nut. And our interest is to help our young people, is to help the future of this country. We are just 25 years old, but within these 25 years that we've been in existence, we are not just an academic community alone. We are interacting. We are interested in engaging our community. I will tell you, the future is still bright. Agriculture is still the hope of this country. And with your help and with people like you, we can make it to happen. We can regain our lost glory.
Prof, you have spoken about what you have physically and all that. Tell me about your human development efforts.
Our human development, in terms of the
lecturers and all that, how do you roll them out?
We have different programs, different departments in our university, and we are based on colleges. We have a college of animal science and livestock production.
That's right.
We have a college of plant science. We have a college of agricultural management and rural development. We have a college of food science and technology, college of natural sciences, and even college of engineering. Okay. Our intention as a university is to build up